Whitewater SUP is most likely the most underappreciated discipline in SUP. Regardless of course racing, downwind racing, long distance grinds, whitewater races since the Payette River Games haven't really come up. Yes, there are some festivals that include them, GoPro Mountain Games or Mixed Outdoor Festival in France, but it hasn't really hit it off the ground yet. I had the chance to talk to Dan Gavere recently, and we went to the bottom exactly of that topic. And I hope you enjoy this week's SUP Talk with my interview with Dan Gavere. Thanks everybody for watching. We have Dan Gavere here, Hood River local Dan Gavere here, and I want to today get a little bit to the bottom of river SUP, and we're not talking gorge river SUP, we're talking whitewater SUP. It's been around for a long time. You've pioneered the sport substantially, maybe even invented the sport, one might want to say. And even though 10 years later, it's about course racing and it's about downwind racing, and river competitions are scarce. Why?
I mean, there's still a few around. I mean, I have to send a big shout out to GoPro for keeping our GoPro games alive in Vail. So it's still a very competitive race. But it's like downwind racing in the gorge. Like it happens in the gorge. Like that's where you have the conditions.
Yeah.
So you're doing whitewater racing in all the places that have the whitewater events. If we're lucky, some of the kayak events will allow some stand-up paddlers to come and be involved. And so that's been really nice. And then we used to have some big events like the Payette River Games and stuff like
awesome.
that.
Absolutely
which
awesome.
Were just amazing. But these were really, funded by a few individuals that were really passionate about it and hoping that we could get more of the corporate sponsors to jump on board, and that just hasn't quite happened yet. So we'll have to see where the whole sport's going. I know with the attention from the IOC or the International Olympic Committee maybe or something like that, and all the push and pull from ISA and ICF and all that kind of stuff, that I seriously think that there has a huge opportunity that hopefully someone realizes with whitewater stand-up paddling and actually head-to-head racing through whitewater is probably the most exciting form of exciting form of racing on stand-up paddleboards that you're ever going to see. So we've already proved it, and hopefully more people get on board.
It's got all the ingredients I would think that a corporate sponsor wants. It's got the excitement, it's got the danger, you've got to be a little bit of a nut job to do it. It's kind of like the big wave surfing of SUP racing.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, but even great televised events like the Payette River Games weren't able to find that corporate sponsor. And maybe you're a little bit closer to the pulse than I am. Did you talk to any of those people? What are they waiting? Maybe they're just out there waiting, or why are they holding back?
No one bit on the TV program that was produced from the Payette River Games.
Okay,
and it was really well done. So
I'm not watching it. It was
sure
amazing.
If anyone else would like to take a stab at it, sure, give me a call. But for us now, it's just community racing with the men and women who have the same kind of passions. So when you go to Colorado, you see it. When you go to France in the mountains, you see it. Like France is really cool with the natural games. Putting whitewater SUP in the event, outdoor mix. Also putting SUP in there. I think Europe has maybe a better vision and maybe more opportunities to get the kind of attention that I think it needs. So that's a big shout out to all my friends in Europe and even in Japan and some of the other places where whitewater is really, really popular. Certainly there's some people there and individuals that might have some connections to hopefully push it to the next level.
And one thing I just spontaneously, in SUP and surfing, we see there's a little bit of a cultural difference between the two kind of groups, I want to say. Is there something that you see that the kayaker, is there something similar happening there in the kayak world and the river SUP guys? Is that kind of
for sure, yeah. I mean, most of the people that are doing river SUP are not people that used to SUP in the ocean. They're people that used to kayak. They're people that used to be whitewater people. So they're part of that culture.
Yeah.
And that culture is very open and accepting and community based. So
Okay.
it's a culture based on fun and safety, and it's
fun
not
and
a
safety.
it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a culture based on just
Coolness.
having their own wave or wanting to look cool.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
the river is never a fashion show. You know?
Yeah,
and
I like that.
you know, it's all about safety. And what's really unfashionable and what's really kooky is doing stuff like putting a leash on your ankle, like showing up at the river without a helmet or a life jacket,
Yeah.
or even a pair of shoes. If that happens and you're with me, you know, it's probably not going to be paddling together. But we're really into safety and making sure that people get from the top of the river to the bottom of the river, have fun, and they're safe, and we go have a beer, we hang out, we have dinner, and we're friends for life. And that's different than if I just go surfing with someone for one time, that's great. But if I run the river with someone one time, then we're friends for life. So it's a different type of bond when you go down the river, because you're really taking care of each other.
Awesome, perfect. So you heard it, guys. Don't be a wuss. Get out there. But put a helmet on and go hit that river or whatever you might. But as long as you go hit it, and just don't sit on your phone all day long.
That's for sure.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And thanks for your hospitality this weekend. It was awesome to be here.
Dan Yak on Instagram.
Dan Yak on Instagram.
101.
All right, cool. Awesome. Chee-hoo.